Okay, I actually got Melanchream, which is pretty good right now, which is actually awesome, man. Look at this. Da 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 da! Boom! We'll actually have her prep, but I'm not haven't used her yet, which is actually pretty good. Let's see how she works. Okay, so for her passive is Dance Macombre. Hit basic attack, charge, breath. When breath reaches 25% up to 75%, summons a non-crumbled cookie, creates a Melancholy Nova for the 50%, and fires a Terminus Advent, which is actually pretty cool. I don't know what is Terminus Advent, what's it going to be, so yeah, we'll have to see for that. And he has this ones right here. It's actually pretty interesting actually. Then for her burst attack, this actually has a charge attack as well as a pretty interesting stuff. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what's gonna happen. So yeah, I think we should try her. So try out. Here we go. Let's go with this one. Let's add marble and black, sure thing, and then boom. Yes. Also guys, let's go. Also guys, hello. This is my voice, which is actually pretty cool. I think this is like the very first video that I will have my voice on. Sometimes, maybe some videos I have my voice, sometimes I don't. Depends on the situation. So yeah, hello. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So that's the uncrumbled cookie, so that's the 25%, right? Let's see, I think that's the Nova, so that's the 50%. I think the gold is the 75%, which is actually pretty interesting. So she actually has a charge attack, look at this. Boom. Do it again. Actually pretty decent. Let's go with this. Oh my god, that is actually insane. Check the ult. Boom, just a big thing right there. Okay, so the same thing. Go over here. And then I think once you use her ultimate, she will reduce all the gauges. It's actually insane. Here we go. Boom, just a ton of damage. And then, yeah, there we go. She's actually pretty strong, not gonna lie. Let's see. Let's go over here. What's this? Okay, we don't want that yet. Let's go over here. Boom. Okay, so here we go. So that's the 25% uncrumbled cookie, right? Okay, that's the, I think that's the 50%. I think that's the 75%, the Nova. I'm not really sure, I haven't seen her full potential yet. Boom, there we go. Let's reset here real quick. There we go. Let's use this. Boom, there we go. That's actually pretty fun. And then use this. Nah, it's just insane. And boom. Okay. Melanchream is just so Melanchream is just actually just so insane right now. Okay, I think we're fine with that. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and promote her. It's actually pretty cool. And then I'm gonna give her some stuff. So go over here. Let me go ahead and promote her real quick. So go over here. So for the 2-star, it's called the Chorus of Sweet Screams. Quick rate is increased by 10%, defeating enemies with the ultimate damage charges breath, that is her passive. This effect is not applicable in the prima donna state. So I think the prima donna state is when she has her other form with her, which is actually pretty interesting. And then 25% summons 1 additional uncrumbled cookie, so that becomes 2 additional Melanchream Novas and more Terminus Advent damage. So that's pretty cool actually, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually pretty cool. Boom, she's now a 2-star for me. Yes. And then for the last one is actually going to be the Call of the Pale Dark. Defense pen is increased by 8%. Fire Prelude deals continuous damage to the enemy over its duration, and it still has extra damage. It's actually pretty cool. There we go. She's actually now 3-star for you, which is actually pretty cool. And I actually got more lucky rolls than her, which is actually pretty cool. And then I just need 3 more to get her to a 4-star, which is actually insane. Okay, so what is the appearance? So for the 3-star, oh, this is one thing I have. It's just a 5-star. Yeah, wow. She has some glowing effects now, which is actually pretty cool. Okay, pretty good. There we go. He's actually almost. We can actually almost get into a 4-star. Just need 3 more copies. It's actually insane. Anyway, let's go ahead, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and go over and put her substats. So yeah, BRB. And ta-da! Took a while, but we actually managed to get her. So what you want is actually TBD with. Let's go with the unique first. You want double dark element attack. If you don't want double dark element attack, you can swap one of them with regular attack. Then for the head, you want 1 crit damage and 1 crit rate. And of course, for the body and the legs of the TBD, you actually want to run quad or 4 defense penetration, because she actually has defense penetration, especially once her kit, that's how she was built, and of course from her promotions. Now for the Seasonites, so Seasonites actually does matter here. She wants to run the vanilla Almond because you want that passive skill damage, but I don't really have something worthwhile with the new Seasonite. I haven't gotten more of that, so I'm just gonna go with this one here for now. But this is not actually her ultimate build or like her best build. This is just the ones that I have. And then of course her artifact, I don't have her artifact just yet, so I'm just gonna go with the opportunity strikes because I feel like it might be worthwhile, because with that we can get that extra crit damage. We'll see how that goes. Okay, and then of course if you're still wondering why I have this is not maxed out, because I actually want to focus on her event missions right here that I still haven't grabbed, like do some raid modes, some seasoning dungeons. I've done the tower refs, and of course obviously the Mirage Hunt. So that's one thing what I would do for this video. Okay, so for the, let's just go with the seasoning dungeons first. It might be a little bit overkill for her, but it's going to be fine. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so over here we're just gonna go with, just go with these guys here for now, because why not? So yeah, and we just want to to defeat every single thing over here, so it will be pretty good. All right, so yeah. All right, we are loaded in. I'm just gonna use this. There we go, and bam, 1 shot. It's actually pretty cool. Alright, let's move on to the other seasoning dungeons. So that's actually pretty cool. 0.6 seconds. That isn't even a 1 second. That is just insane. I mean, like Melanchream is just like so insane, like a second legendary. They're not gonna lie. Alright, let's go on to the next one. We're gonna go ahead and do the Hangster Hideout, level 8, over here, play, there we go, and yeah, BRB. Alright, we're here again. I'm just gonna use this just because I like to use it. Why not, right? Why not? Boom, and then we're gonna just do, there we go, there we go, there we go, and then there we go. Insane. Oh my god, the lag is insane. Use this. Her ultimate is actually pretty long, it's actually insane, but it's fine. She actually got full stacks already. That's insane. Jeez. Okay, and then we can just slice and dice everybody there. Oh my, I love that attack. Her special is so cool. That is just so insane, so fast. Alright, there we go. Now let's move on to the Ascensionite mines now. So yeah. Like her is just insane, not gonna lie. I can clearly see how she's like worth pulling, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see until, you know, Shallot. I think when Shallot comes out, which is going to be next cookie is going to be released, it's going to be epic. We're gonna go ahead and play with her. With that, that's going to be pretty cool. Alright, last one for this one, then we can do Mirage Hunt. I'll make the raid last. So let's go over here. Alright. Alright, and we are here, which is actually pretty cool. Should we just keep using her? I think we should, right? Those are crumbles. That's two right there from the and then yeah. And then I like using her special though. I like her using her charge attack. Sorry. It's actually charges pretty quick though, which is actually insane. What's this? Boom, nice. That's I think it's a blue wave. It's low. 50-75%. I'm still confused about that part, actually, not gonna lie though. Because this gauge bar, I think this gauge bar is not full. So actually pretty cool. So this gauge bar is actually like full 100% now. It's actually insane. Explosive monster, it's fine. Boom, there we go, perfect. Geez, I just wish that we can fast forward here. But it's fine. Okay. Did this. Perfect. There we go. I'll just use this to have some fun, shall we? It's crazy that she actually kinda has like maybe one or two ultimates, which is actually insane. But I don't really sure yet. Anyway, so that's done. Let's move on to the Mirage Hunt right now. So we can definitely see what is true her all about. That kind of thing. Okay, so let's go into Mirage Hunt. There we go. I'm gonna claim this later. Don't worry. Wisp 1 Operation Bubblegum Cleanup. Okay. So I think it's going to be dark. It's fine. We're just gonna use these guys right here. Let me check and change something if there's anything to change. Not really. So yeah. Alright, here we go. This is the first Mirage Hunt, which is actually insane. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's very bad. That's actually pretty cool. Start first with Blackberry. Use this. Use Marble. If I can. There we go. And use this. Just like quickly. Boom, there we go. That's it. It's actually insane. Might get a little bit of insane damage right there. There we go. So that's one. Let's move on to the second Mirage Hunt. That will be very cool. There we go. Go over here. And then let's go over here. Light Judgment Celius, huh? Okay. It's fine. Alright, this is Celius. There we go. Perfect, easy. Like her damage is just like absolutely insane, not gonna lie. It's actually pretty cool. There we go, perfect. Last one. Okay, there we go. Let me go ahead and go over here really quickly. Stop the monkey. Okay. Yes, let's go. Alright, there we go. Load it in. We go over here real quick. First of all, knock back, just accept it. And use this. Use this. I love it. Look at that. Boom. This is actually going to be a little bit trickier, but it's fine. There we go. Destroyed it pretty good. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Alright, so last one is going to be the raid mode. We're just gonna go ahead and do that. Jump in. So yeah, going to be pretty cool actually. Alright, let me go ahead and claim every single thing that we've just gotten. I'm not really sure this is enough. Not enough actually. Not enough for the unique, but it's fine. Maybe after. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm just gonna keep grinding for Melanchream right here. So go for that. There we go. Then sure. Yes. Yes. Perfect. I will lovely accept that. Alright, so let me go back to you guys once we find a match. Okay, so we actually get to the match, and yeah, there's 3 Melanchreams right here, which is actually insane. I think what I need is actually her artifact just to make it a lot more stronger, so that it will be a lot more better. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So yeah, there's actually a lot, and you can definitely see like the resemblance. This is a 1-star, and this is a 3-star Melanchream. See, it's more darker and stuff. That is actually from her appearance, which is actually insane. So first of all, we'll start with this. Sure thing, why not, right? Boom. There we go, nice. Destroyed immediately, like, wow, insane. Yay, there we go, perfect. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, keep grinding some other stuff that I would like to show you guys. So yeah, bye.